the tobacco pulling crowd. Yeah.
Hey.
That's what we do the best.
This is the man that we used to all work together with. We'd cut his tobacco and he'd come help us. Johnny Coates up here, Dale's daddy. We all worked together, didn't we, Ken?
Coy Coach, Coy and Johnny and Farrell, and there'd be a whole crowd of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Working.
Yeah.
It was more fun then.
All of us got old now, broke down.
Yeah, we don't want to work no more.
Yeah, me and Kenley's playing in the creek one.
One of my neighbors told my dad before he got hurt, that they would come and start working in the field and swap work. And there was Claude and Bud, Johnny, Willard Fender and Truman, and Dad, and then Lockie and Gladys and Mama and Doll. And let's see, Bud, did I name Bud?
Yeah.
Who else was in that crowd? Willard Fender and Zori. And they'd all be in the field at one time. And they'd start in the field and they'd cut. And our fields up home was right around the barn up there. And sometimes there'd be so many of them when we went, instead of getting a truck to try to haul it, they would all just start carrying it. Did everybody get 4 or 5 sticks on their shoulder and head toward the barn? Well, that many people, they'd carry it as fast as 2 people could hang it. And they wouldn't even put it on the truck, just carry it to the barn. One of my neighbors said it looked like a chain gang going to the field.
Chain gang.
Yeah.
Chain gang.
Yeah, it looked like a chain gang.
So when did you start your first, like, how long of the season tobacco, like from when you started to when you're going to finish?
In March.
From March, we seeded the greenhouse in March. So I started working in the greenhouse in early March, getting it ready, getting everything ready, getting my heaters ready, and working, cleaning, getting everything ready to put in about the 1st of March. Then I'll get done this week. I'll finish up this week. So
This is December.
December, yeah, from March to December, yeah.
So kind of describe the process from you put plants in, you grow from seed?
I put seed in March, usually about the middle of March. I put seed in from there to the last week of March, somewhere in that window. And then I'll plant it in the field in the last week of May. And then around June, I do my cultivating and do that process through the summer, keeping the weeds out till July. I'll start topping the last of July and go through the first July and August, and then I'll start cutting. Sometimes a little bit in the last week of August. Most of the time it's September before we do a lot of cutting. And we'll cut it, hang in the barn in September and start taking it down in October. So get through the pulling off in October, November, and December. Sometimes it's according to what kind of weather we have in the pulling time, because some days we won't work at all because it'll be dry. And then there'll be a week. Well, we'd have been done if it had been chased last week. We'd have been finished. But you don't always get to do that. When I had a lot of tobacco, it would take us till the last of December to get all pulled off. The pulling is the slowest part. To getting it down out of the barn in the stripping room is the slowest part of the process. I can set my 4 acres in 2 days with just me and Jesse. And sometimes we have help. A neighbor helps us set, so we get along. We'll set in a day and a half, 2 days. We'll set all we've got. So that process don't last long. I can buy it all in 1 day. Cultivated it, and the cutting takes a little while. We usually last 3 to 4 weeks cutting, because we don't get in a big hurry. We've got a small crew. 3 of us usually does the cutting. We did this year. 3 of us cut it all, and we had a little help of hanging. Had another couple of guys come in and helped us. Some neighbors come in and helped us a couple of evenings after work. Came in and helped us leave
And then when you go to the market,
this week. I'll go this week. Have to make an appointment now, and I've got an appointment for the last of the week. So I'll Thursday I'll be taking it to Greenville.
and then what are you gonna do for the winter?
Clean up my barns, get all the sticks placed, and work on some tractors and do some repair work, just
Never
maintenance
ends.
work. Yeah, it'll take most of the time I've got to do maintenance work. I've got some barns to fix the roof on and some leaks to fix, and then some of the tier poles will be loose. I noticed one this morning being loose. I'll have to check on that and nail it back. Just maintenance work, farm maintenance is what you do through the winter. When it's good days, you can work outside.
Fall is one of my favorite times of the year, as it's harvest season and I get to spend a lot of time with my farmer friends. At the heart of their community are Buster and Jesse Norton. They're always busy with something at their farm, and over the dozens of visits I've made there, we have become close friends. When they're out working, I'm always amazed to see folks drive by, pull off, and walk into the field to help out as they can. It speaks volumes about the respect they have among their neighbors and harkens back to a time when people helped one another when needed. Working with the Nortons reminds me of the value of having folks you can count on. My friendship with them has strong roots, and I hope it will continue to grow with each passing season. On this channel, I hope to continue to honor the people, vibrant culture, and strong traditions of Appalachia. If you share my interest in the people and places I call home, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons to learn more about this way of life. The black and white photographs in our videos are taken from my 3 Appalachian-themed books, which are available online. You can find us at thefaceofappalachia.com and barnwellphoto.com, and on Instagram at Tim Barnwell Photography. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon.